one of the keys to live the overcoming life that is the inheritance of every believer. And I want you to live knowing that God has called us to overcome. It doesn't mean we won't face challenges, doesn't mean we won't face difficulty, doesn't mean we won't face a mountain. But Jesus taught us those whose life is built on the rock will not be moved by the storm around them. And here's one of the absolute keys, 2 Corinthians 10, verse 3 through 5. For although we do live in the world, we do not wage war in a worldly way, because the weapons we use to wage war are not worldly. On the contrary, they have God's power for demolishing strongholds. We demolish arguments and every arrogance that raises itself up against the knowledge of God. We take every thought captive and make it obey the Messiah. We know this, that the enemy in numerous ways is allowed to have voice in our heart, in our minds sometimes, but we have the ability to cast it down. And one of the absolute keys to this, often that I use, is, first of all, I go, that is not from the Lord, and I cast it over to the Lord. And sometimes when I'm feeling overwhelmed, one of the keys to casting down every vain imagination is to just lift my heart to the Lord and worship. I can tell you probably hundreds, if not thousands of times where I've just lifted my heart to the Lord, and that challenge, that thing that tried to overwhelm me, that situation that said it's not going to turn out for your certain good, or this is not going to turn out well, you obeyed and look, it's not going to work. As I put my focus on the Lord and worship, that problem became small. So I bless you to stand in the counsel of the Lord. I bless you in the middle of difficulty to worship. And as you gaze upon the one who has overcome, you will know that he has given the ability on the inside of you for you to overcome every situation. This is a season in the earth where God's people will shine forth and overcome as never before.